Hello, Gold Coast, Australia. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. That's right. I'm American. I know the chant. I'm also going to say kia ora to any of my New Zealanders that might be there. I don't know who's all there. But thank you so much to Denise for inviting me to partake in your amazing day. I hope you guys have the best time. Get to know new people, learn new things, see the new product, feel the new smell the new product. Yeah, it's a great day. So, if you don't know me, my name is Patty Wonder. I am the director for Team Wonder Bar. I was living in New Zealand from the moment, well, I was in New Zealand from 2006, but when Scentsy came to New Zealand, I joined the minute I could get in. And it changed my entire life. And I was in New Zealand until about 1.5 years ago. And then I moved back to America. And I have to be honest with you, my nose is now region 3. Americans change their scents all the time. They literally won't use a summer scent in winter. And they switch out all their warmers for the holidays and for different seasons. And I'm like, nah, I like what I like. So I am definitely region 3. The other thing I'm going to say is I still have all region 3 prices memorized, but not American ones. So that doesn't come in handy. Not anymore. So I'm getting there. But I truly believe after being in Orlando and having some of my Aussies and Kiwis with me, my soul is region 3, my heart is region 3, and my brain is apparently still in region 3. So thank you again for having me. I have been asked to talk to you about sponsoring. I have earned Annual Mentor, and it is not easy because I've only earned it once, but we will do it again, won't we? And I think a lot of times people are so nervous, and I'm not sure why. I mean, I kind of get it, but at the same time, what I try to tell my team is, has Scentsy helped you or added value to your life in any way whatever possible? It could be that you just met some great friends who are now your besties. And may I just say, all my best friends are in Scentsy. My Scentsy family is closer to me and knows me better than my real family, my bio family. Absolutely 100%. If it's added friendship, if it's added something like a hobby or something fun to do, or if it has helped you pay a bill or added value to your family's income or your household, or has allowed you to reach out to other people like charities and hospitals and doing buddy drives, or think of all the people that you've touched in some way with Scentsy. You have added value, you have added something positive, you have added something that you got more or less through your journey with Scentsy. And that, if you care about someone and like somebody, that is what you should want for everyone. So sometimes it pays to think back. It's not just about, oh, join my team. It's come, sit at our table. It's a pretty fucking cool table. We like you. Come. It's that. It's inviting people to the best smelling party or the best bumpin' party bus on the planet. It is Scentsy. I have notes because otherwise I squirrel. I will say this, sponsoring is something that you work into your daily conversations. And the more you do it, the better and smoother and more comfortable and kind of matter of fact it gets. I think people make it way too hard. I remember asking people all the time, have you ever thought about doing what I do? I have never gotten a no. Never. Everybody's like, yeah, I have. Like every single person I've ever asked. And I said, oh, great. Well, why haven't you? Let them answer. Because usually what they're thinking isn't true. Oh, they have to be like me. No, you don't. They think they're too busy. Well, actually, let me just tell you something. Busy people get more done and they're better with time management. And they see more people during their day. I am an introvert that stays in my house. I have to be very intentional when I leave the house to always have things with me to hand out and strike up conversation intentionally, because I actually don't see that many people. And since I've been an immigrant in one country, in one region, and then moved back here after 16 years, I really didn't know anybody again. So I had to start, for those of that you don't know, I will put this in there. You can sell within your region. So Australia and New Zealand can sell to each other. You just have to sign your cross-border agreement on your website. You can build your team and sponsor anywhere in the world Scentsy is. Again, you need a cross-border, but you cannot sell outside your region. So what happens is when I moved from region 3 to region 1, I lost all 900 of my customers. I had to pass them down to someone on my team, and my Scentsy clubs and all those things, because I couldn't bring them here. So I had to start over from scratch. If I didn't love Scentsy this much, I sure the hell wouldn't have done the start over. Let me just tell you, it's hard. Moving to another country and then trying to rebuild your business. It's a lot. Just saying. But a lot of this success in building your team comes from stepping outside of your comfort zone, which we all hate. It's uncomfortable. It's nauseating. It induces anxiety in a lot of us. I still get queasy before I do it, but what I've always reminded myself is I just need 15 seconds of courage. That's it. 15 seconds of courage to hand somebody something, to talk to somebody, to tell someone, oh my gosh, I love their shoes, or say, wow, you gave us amazing service today. Here's a little gift for you. And I give them a little packet with a scent circle in it and a catalog and some join information, and just say, I'm always looking for people that understand great service. So let me know if you have any questions. And I look at their name badge, because I go through waves of being chicken or not chicken, of getting their details. So it happens to all of us. The easiest way to offer this opportunity, in my opinion, is at a party. Parties are the quickest, easiest, most efficient way to your goals and to building a team. The reason being is you are connecting with people in a 3-hour band of time. You're answering all their questions. You're getting all the order forms. You're seeing the results right then and there. And when you sit down with your host at the end, after everybody's left, and you tell her, hey, you have sold this much, and that means you get 3 half-price items and $200 worth of Scentsy of your choice. Oh, and by the way, you've unlocked a host kit. And they'll say, what's a host kit? And you'll say, well, if you partner with Scentsy tonight, kind of like do what I do, but you don't have to do what I do. You can have the commission from this party, and let's just say the commission, I think I worked it out last night. I was trying to do Australian math. But I'm like, so at a $1,400 party, I kind of figured it out to be over $250 commission. I said, and that could be yours. Plus you still get the half price items, and you still get your 200 product credit, blah, blah. Like I said, it pays for the kit. The kit would be paid for, and then some. You might as well take the money. They're all your friends, and they're going to have to reorder. So why don't you take the reorders instead of me? Now, some people are really sweet and they'll be like, oh, but that doesn't take away from you. And I just say, look, when they buy from me, they're helping me. But when they buy from you, they're helping both of us. And that to me is the easiest way to describe what we do when people don't understand direct sales. I also have a check, which I'm sure somebody here will have it. I'll send it along to Denise as well later. But there's a check that you can fill out, and I usually write on the back of the check, I write down how much she had in sales, how many half price, how much credit she gets, and then on the front of the check, I write it out to her with the amount of money she'd get if she joined and got the commission. And it's a great visual for them. And for me, it helps keep my brain organized because I do not like numbers. I like colors. I wish, I kind of miss colored money. I never thought I would, but I miss colored money. Just let me say that. The second easiest way, so I hope that made sense. You are always looking for a way, instead of thinking about you. Sometimes our nerves are because we're in our head. We're thinking about, oh, I'm nervous. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, what if she rejects me? Oh, what if she says no? Oh, what if she laughs at me? Oh, it's all about you. But it's not. Nothing in this business is about you. Everything is about everybody else and how you make them feel and how you add value. So how can you add value and improve, help them see how Scentsy could add something positive to their life? The second easiest way for me to share the opportunity is through built relationships. This business is all about building relationships. It's all about getting to know people so you could actually see and understand how Scentsy could add something amazing to their life. Look at your customer list. Look at your friends and family. Look at where you spend your money. That's one thing I always say, try to make sure you're making money wherever you're spending money. The grocery store, the gym, the hairdresser. Make sure you're talking to them about Scentsy so that maybe you could, make the money that you're spending so you'd come out even on those places. The Scentsy Connect app is another place. Go to contacts, then filter, then lifetime PRV. Your top spenders deserve to be told about getting money back on their orders. For you not to tell them is very selfish of you and narrow-minded. Tell them what they've spent. I know sometimes that can get uncomfortable, but tell them. Some won't want to know, but they need to know because they're going to end up getting more money back. So they're going to save money. And if they have an open party all the time, they're going to earn free and half price stuff just from friends and family ordering and their own orders. So they're going to get more free and half price product. Always be thinking about it as what's in it for them. Which brings me to Scentsy Club. Scentsy Club is amazing, but what I discovered when I talk to people about Scentsy Club is they think that when I say join Scentsy Club, that you're joining Scentsy. So I had to go through this whole thing about no, it's our customer loyalty program. And once they're in the program, once they're in Club, they love Club and they keep adding things to Club. So pay attention because it is easier to sponsor somebody in Scentsy Club because they're going to get even more money back on their orders, on their own orders, and they're consistent order placers. So you won't have to be like, oh, she's never active or oh, she's never this. They already love the product. Your biggest spenders and your Scentsy Clubbers are some of the most reliable consultants that you can get. And let me just say, a lot of my Scentsy Clubbers are past consultants because they get it. But maybe they didn't want to be a consultant. But also, I know my time is running out very quickly. One of the things that I really wanted to say is be kind and be positive and be generous. Some of my most amazing consultants now were reinstatements that weren't mine in the beginning. And because I helped them, or because I answered their message, or because I was very consistent in my posting, I am Scentsy ride or die. No matter what, I am in Scentsy until they kick me out, or I die, or they close, or whatever. I am in Scentsy. So people know I'm not going anywhere. This isn't a fluke. This is my life. This is my full-time gig. This is everything to me. It's my family. It's my money. It's my friends. And so I have a lot of ex-consultants that finally, when they're ready, go, would you mind if you were my sponsor? Of course not. What an honor that is. If somebody wants to join under you, it is an honor. Please remember that they could have chosen anyone, but they chose you. And that might make some of you nervous, but it shouldn't. So it is an honor. You don't need to know everything. That's, I think, another reason why people don't. I had my first recruit within 8 hours of joining Scentsy. I had no idea what Scentsy really was. I have never seen the product, never smelt the product, never touched the product. It took like a month for us to get our kits back then. And my neighbor was like, oh, that sounds like fun. Can I join? I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, but do you want to just attend the call with me and see what happens? Okay. And that was born. So it doesn't have to be complicated. I know some people, when you say, have you ever thought about doing what I do? They go, yes. And they're like, well, could I meet you somewhere and talk about it? That was a big popular one with the Kiwis. And so I'd make a little packet together and I'd go meet him and I'd buy him a coffee or a beverage of whatever at some local place. And for an hour, for 45 to 50 minutes, we didn't talk about Scentsy. We talked about how they were doing, because they were customers usually, what was new in their life, and focused on them. The last 10 minutes, because I knew they would have to go or I'd have to go, the last 10 minutes, I'd be like, hey, before I forget, here's a little packet of information. What questions do you have? I just want to make sure you get all the information that you need to make an informed decision. And they're just like, I was just wondering, do I just go on your website to join? Honest to God, 99%, that was the only question. And I said, well, we can do it right here if you'd like, and I can walk you through it. And they're like, oh, that would be great. Honestly. And even if it's done through Messenger, well, I said, have you ever thought about doing what I do? And they say, oh, well, could you tell me more about it? And I said, I could talk about Scentsy for days. What specifically is on your mind? What are you wondering about? So I don't, so we're not here all night. And usually it is monthly minimums and how do I join and what's expected of me. But I don't ask them that and I don't tell them that, because when someone says, tell me about joining Scentsy, ask them what they want to know, because I will tell you what, it is not what you think. And you may talk them out of it by over talking. So let them talk. Ask them, oh, great. So now that I've told you can join on my website, is there anything else you have? Nope. Great. Did you want to get started? Okay. Or, oh, okay. So now that you know that it's 200 PRV once a month, every 12 months or once a year, is there any other questions you have? Let them guide you. Do not vomit words onto them and everything you know about Scentsy. I am prize motivated, but a lot of people aren't. So really just sit and think and listen. Use your ears more than your mouth. Use your heart and listen, because they will tell you, but you have to make the questions and the time with them about them. Whether it's your conversation in Messenger, whether it's over a coffee, because when they feel like they've been heard and they've been able to talk about themselves and you haven't just sat and talked about yourself the whole time, they feel good. They feel like, oh, she cares. And, oh, okay. I always bring my consultant guide with me in case they have questions that I don't know, which sometimes it happens. And I just make sure my phone is charged. Please don't make this hard. It's just a conversation. And sometimes it's just a cheeky jab. Like, I think I cheeky jabbed somebody 12 times every time she came to a party. I'm like, so are you going to do this yet? No. And then one day I said, if I got into a car accident on the way, I would contact you and you could come get my bags out of my car while I'm on the way to the hospital and do the party. She goes, yeah, I probably could. But she still took probably a couple years before she joined. And then she finally joined. But sometimes it's just like, you should do this. I know. And it takes a little bit. So stay kind, stay generous, and just keep your list of people that you'd love to work with and tell them why you think they'd be amazing and why Scentsy you think would add something great to their life. My time is up. I have so much more I could say because I could do this all day, but I love you, Region 3, so much, and I miss the crap out of you, and I hope in the next couple of years I show up at SFR and can hug you all. So Have a great, great Reignite. Bye.